Hi everyone, it's Marieta. Thanks a lot for tuning in. In this video, I want to briefly give you the recent news when it comes to vaccination requirement for those who are changing the status. If you're adjusting your status in the United States, you're applying for a green card, there's a new set of rules when it comes to vaccination, right? So as you know, in order for you to get that green card, you need to obviously submit the medical exam and you need to be vaccinated. And now here comes the news. Starting October 1st, 2021, you will need to submit proof of vaccination to your physician, right? And so we're talking about Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson, Janssen vaccine. You either need to get it done by the physician or you need to show proof documentation that you were vaccinated. Remember, self-reported vaccine doses without written documentation are not acceptable. So you basically need to have a proof that you were vaccinated, has to be formal proof, and if you are just self-reporting, that's not enough. Now, what are the exceptions? Because some of you might be in position that you cannot take the vaccine. So let's talk about the blanket waivers. Not age appropriate. If you're under 12 years of age, then you don't need to submit this proof. Number 2, contraindications. If applicant has contraindications or precaution to the COVID-19 vaccine formulation available, the contraindicated reason should be documented. So you have to document everything. You can't just claim that I cannot take a vaccine for this and that reason, right? If the applicant has had severe reaction to the first dose, that is considered contraindication to receive a second dose. The first dose should be documented in addition to the blanket waiver. Number 3, not routinely available. If no COVID vaccine is routinely available in the state where the civil surgeon practices, the not routinely available reason should be documented. Now let's talk about other reasons why applicant does not complete COVID-19 series. Applicant might request a waiver based on religious or moral convictions. If an applicant objects to vaccination based on religious or moral convictions, it must be documented that the applicant is requesting an individual waiver based on religious or moral convictions. This is not a blanket waiver, and the applicant will have to submit waiver requests to USCIS, right? So first, if you do have a reason, you have to first request the waiver that has to be submitted to USCIS, and USCIS must approve you, and only then you will be able to receive the medical exam. Number 2, applicant refuses COVID-19 vaccine series in part or entirety. If applicant refuses one or more doses of COVID-19 vaccine series that is medically appropriate for the applicant, it should be documented that the vaccine requirements are not complete and that the applicant refuses vaccination. This applicant is Class A and is inadmissible to the United States. So again, if you do have a reason, and the reason is again religious or moral, then you need to request the waiver by USCIS, must be approved by USCIS. And if you basically just refuse in part or entirety without any reason, there is no religious reason or moral conviction, then you will be inadmissible to the United States. Okay? Now, review of vaccination records. The civil surgeon should instruct the applicant to submit documentation of receiving COVID-19 vaccine series. Civil surgeon must be familiar with the COVID-19 vaccination documentation and use their judgment to evaluate the validity of these documents. Like I already mentioned, the self-reported vaccine doses without any written documentations are not acceptable. Lastly, civil surgeons must document all acceptable vaccination history on the form. It's the same form as it used to be, so nothing new. Now remember, only these 3 types of vaccines are acceptable in the United States. So if you got any other vaccine, any other brand, you might need to obviously discuss this with the physician. They are not really mentioning anything else besides these 3 types of vaccines that are accepted in the United States. If there is no available vaccine accepted in your country, that is on the list, that might be a reason why you're not going to get that vaccination, right? Which would be the blanket waiver in that case. So guys, these are the news. If you have any comments, any questions, you can post them below. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification so you are notified when I release new content, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.